All right, now the last story I want to talk about, and this one was pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and show you guys the clip, and then we'll talk about it afterward.
President Trump, the Washington Post earlier today reported that one thing holding up the GOP coronavirus bill is the White House asking that it include language regarding the FBI building in downtown Washington, D.C. Is that true?
I don't know that they're putting it in this bill, but I know they want to have a new FBI building. This one is very old, and it's really was never built to a very high standard, as you probably have heard, and it's got a lot of danger involved, and panels falling off the outside and pieces of concrete falling off the building. And they want to build it at the site that they have it. They had options very far away from Washington. And I said to them, frankly, you have to be near the Justice Department. There's nothing better than the site. The site they have now is better. But they were looking at sites in Maryland and Virginia and different places, but they would have been too far away. So I have been encouraging them to build it. And if you have a choice. You can renovate the existing building, but it's not a good building. Or you could take it down and build a great building for the FBI for 100 years and have it be incredible, even with tracks on top. They're talking about, we have, because FBI people like to work out a lot, and you could have literally quarter-mile tracks on top. It's a very big site, very wide site. So I think the best idea would be to build a new building, and that way you have it for a long time. Renovation can never be as good as a new building in that case. I know they're talking about it, whether or not they put it in this bill or someplace else, but the FBI needs a new building, and we'll get it done. Thank you all very much.
Okay, you guys saw that, right? A new FBI building. Now, don't get me wrong. FBI building, if they need a new building, that could be something that they could work on when it comes to an infrastructure bill, but not now. We're talking about stimulus package, and they're talking about this FBI building. So part of the $1 trillion that they want to focus on, they want to have build a new FBI building right now. I mean, what? Really? And I mean, I get it. Like the HEROES Act, it had pork in it. I get that. And there was a lot of talk about that. And you had a lot of senators, Republican senators, saying this is dead on arrival. It's got too much pork and this and that. I get it. Why do the same thing? Why do the same thing? Because you know how much flack the Democrats caught for that. And so then you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to be openly talking about an FBI building during a pandemic, when we're trying to figure out how to get money to stimulate the economy. We're going to do that. Yeah, sure, it'll stimulate the economy for some construction companies that happen to be in that local area that might be building this FBI building, which I'm thinking this building, it's going to have to be pretty elaborate, just like Mr. Trump was saying. You have the track on the top, 2 tracks or whatever he was saying, so they can work out and all that. But being that it's going to be FBI building, it's going to probably take at least a year for them to build. This is not going to be anything that's going to be fast. But really, come on. I mean, I couldn't believe that. And I don't know what to say about that. I had to show you guys that because it was just amazing to me. But yes, this is something. Now they talked about the infrastructure bill. That is a separate bill. Put that in that bill. That's what it sounds like. It should be in that bill anyway. But you heard what President Trump was saying, and Stephen Mnuchin mentioned this earlier today. It looks like we're going to have multiple bills. So this is not going to be just one stimulus package. You know how Mitch McConnell was saying this is going to be the last stimulus package that we're gonna go. We're not going to do another one. This is the final one. A couple of days ago, what did I say? There's probably going to be talk of another stimulus package because we're so close to an election. And if we still have problems, if we're still going through the COVID-19 situations where we have spikes and all that stuff, it's going to be a question that's going to be asked of both President Trump and Joe Biden. They're going to be putting it out there. What do you guys think about another round of stimulus checks or another stimulus package? So there's going to be another stimulus package, and they admitted it today. We're not going to be able to get it all in this one because you have Republicans right now in the Senate that they're not on the same page when it comes to trying to work out a deal. So they don't want to make an all-encompassing bill. They want to, okay, we'll address the enhanced unemployment right now. We'll address maybe the eviction moratorium. We'll address the stimulus checks. So we'll address things as they come up. So Democrats, Nancy Pelosi earlier today, she was like, no, we're not doing a piecemeal. I want to do all, just one big package. The main reason for that is she feels that if you do the piecemeal thing, people are going to get left out. Let's say the essential workers, they'll get left out because they'll get pushed back. And then what will happen is they'll just address the enhanced unemployment. Okay, we'll address that and we'll address a couple of other things. And then the things that are on the lower on the list, they're just going to keep getting pushed back. And then it'll get to a point where it's not even going to be they're not going to get anything. So if you do it all one big bill, like the $3 trillion like they were talking about, because it might end up being $3 trillion anyway. If you're going to do these separate bills, we might be looking at $3 trillion anyway. I mean, you want FBI? I don't know how much an FBI building costs, but I would imagine it has to be one of the most high-tech buildings in the U.S., so it's probably going to cost a lot of money. So anyway, it was just interesting to me. I had to share that story. FBI building, what? I mean, yes, I think they deserve an FBI building, but right now I think the focus should be on the American people, stimulus checks, a stimulus package, money for small business. They are talking about more PPP money. So I want to know what you guys think about this. So in the comment section, let me know what you think about this FBI building that they're talking about here.